Still writing long loops just to filter data in Python? What if I told you there's one line way to do it? Clean, fast, and Pythonic. In this video, I'll show you how the filter function can replace those messy loops and make your code look like it was written by a pro. Stick around till the end because I will share one powerful trick that most Python developers completely miss when using filter. So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel where we make Python simple, smart, and practical. Today we are diving deep into filter function, one of Python's most underrated tools. So, if you have written something like this, if you see on my screen, so this video is for you. So, what is filter? What is the use of filter function? The filter function constructs an iterator from elements of an iterable for which a function returns true. It is used to filter out items from a list or any other iterable based on a condition. So let's go ahead and see the syntax of the filter function now. Okay, filter, and it takes two arguments. First is the function and next the iterable. Okay, now for the example we saw here in this cell, where we used a loop and a if statement to filter out even numbers. Let's do the same but using filter function now. We'll see how the performance is and how the code becomes clean and elegant. Okay, let me just define a function for that. The def keyword, I'll name the function as even. I'll pass one number here, and then the if condition, if num %2 double equals 0, return true. Okay, return true. So let me just call the function here. Suppose I pass the number as 24, it should return me that it's an even number, or it should return true. Yes. So this is just for a single number. What if I want to have the same operation performed on a list of numbers? So we'll see how it works. Let me just create a list here, or let me just take this only. I'll take this list. I'll copy it from here. I'll paste it here. And then I'll write the filter function. Filter function, and then within this I'll pass the even function which I have defined in the above cell, and then I'll pass the list here. Okay. So the first parameter we pass the function, and the second is this list of numbers. Now here's the cool part. Filter doesn't actually return a list. It gives you a filter object which is an iterator. That means it is memory efficient. It doesn't create the entire result in the memory. You can convert it to a list or tuple whenever you want. So let me convert it to a list. Okay. And let me execute this and show you the output now. If you see here, it returns 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. So this is how we use the filter function to filter or return only the even numbers from a list. Here's where things get fun, combining filter with lambda. Now I'll use lambda function with filter and will show you how it works. Filter. Okay. I will create a list called numbers. I'll assign the values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, suppose. Okay. And okay, let's take an example where I just want to filter, or it should return me the numbers which are greater than 5 from this list. Okay, so a variable called greater than 5 is equal to, so I'll write the filter function here, filter, and within this lambda, and my expression would be x as that x is greater than 5. Okay, and I'll pass the iterable, that is number. And let me enclose this in a list now. Okay, then I will go ahead and print my variable greater than 5, or the list. I'll print the list of numbers. Okay, so it gives me 6, 7, 8, 9 which are greater than 5. So next we'll go ahead and see filter with lambda function and multiple conditions. So just now we saw lambda with a single condition. Let's check how it works with multiple conditions. I will use the same list here, the same number list. Now let me create a filter function so that I am supposed to return only the numbers that are greater than 5, and also I'm going to check return the numbers greater than 5 that are only even numbers. Okay, so we will have a filter function. Within that we'll have a lambda x such that x is greater than 5 and x percentile to double equals 0. I'll pass the iterable here, that is number. Let me convert it to a list and we'll assign a variable to this. So variable name, let me give even underscore greater than 5. Okay. So let me now print this list even underscore greater than 5. We'll see the output now. Okay, so it returned 6 and 5. So first it did an operation to filter out the numbers that are greater than 5. And on top of this, it applied the even operation. Like it filtered out, it returned only the even number 6 and 8. I hope this is clear. So this is what functional programming is in action. That is clean, elegant, and efficient. Now let's go ahead and see one amazing example where we use dictionaries and filter. Okay, so let me create a dictionary called people. So basically this is a list of dictionaries. So let me add my dictionaries here. Suppose name, and I'll pass the value as suppose Ipshita, and I'll give the age as suppose 26, and I'll add one more dictionary with name as suppose Jack, and age would be suppose 30. Let me add another dictionary with name as John and age would be suppose 25. Okay, so now the requirement is to filter out the dictionaries where age is greater than 25. So let me define a function now, the def keyword age greater than 25. Okay, I'm defining this function and I'm passing the variable or parameter person here, and I want to return something like this, return person, and I want to see if the age is greater than 25. Okay, now let me just use this function in my filter here. So filter, I'll pass the function age greater than 25, and I'll pass the dictionary list of dictionaries that I have created, which is people. Okay, let me convert this to a list now. Okay, now let us execute and see the output here. Okay, if you see here, this is returning me only two dictionaries out of this three because we have a condition of age greater than 25. It just removed this dictionary with John because the age is 25 and this is not satisfying this particular filter condition. Okay. All right. You have stayed till here. Time for that bonus step that I promised. Most people use filter with a custom function or lambda, but here's the pro trick. You can use none, the keyword none, directly to filter out all falsy values like 0, blank, empty, none, false, etc. from any iterable. Okay, now let me just show you an example for this trick. This can be an interview question, guys. Let me create a list and append values like 0, 0, comma 1, and then a blank value, then 2, then none, okay, then suppose 3, and false, and 4. Now I need to remove all the falsy values. As discussed, I want to remove 0, blank, none, false, and etc. So I'll create a list called clean data is equal to list filter, and I'll pass none as the parameter, and then data. The data is the list or iterable. So none here is an, you can think of it as a function to remove all the falsy values from this list. Okay, automatically it removes all empty, false, or none values. Now let me just print the cleaned data. Clean data. We'll see the output. Here you go. One line and your data is all clean. And that's a wrap on filter. One small function with massive power. Next time you find yourself writing loops to remove unwanted data, think of the filter function. If this helped you, hit the like button and check out my next video where we will be discussing on importing modules and packages in Python. Thanks for watching and always keep coding smart, not hard.